It's been a while, hasn't it? Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Chem! You may be asking yourself, what is Space Chem? Why are you playing Space Chem? This is the game I was obsessed with before Polybridge, and where I sunk a lot of my free time recently. In fact, this is my solution for the final level in the annual Space Chem tournament. This incomprehensible mess is an implementation of a sorting algorithm. This is what I was doing instead of playing Polybridge. As you can see, I got 8th place this year. Right, so Polybridge 3. We last left off with... Oh my god, there is a DLC for Factorio. I forgot how much time Factorio can eat. Anyways, Master Mode.
Yo, Lazy, you want to play Return of the Obra Dinn?
Oh, you bet I do! Okay, for real this time? You're here to watch me pull my hair out over stupidly hard Polybridge levels. No more distractions. It's Master Mode time. Alright, first hurdle, Master Mode. The budget is higher, the hurdle is lower. You can actually see the buggy's checkpoints, but loopy hurdle. Uh-huh. Alright. That's how we're gonna start this off now, huh? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that we're going to just go straight through to that, up around to that, down around to that, and out. Although, actually, going A3, A1 wide, I think I like that better, actually. So we'll leave a gap there. Like, one block, have it land, and we'll just... If we can, like, make that all air gap and just catch it down here, that'd be pretty nice. Well, let's see what this does. Alright, so it's pretty good. Let's bring this down to wood. Could probably even like put a piece of road here at an angle just to get it to, you know, go the way I want. Do I just pick the whole thing up and move it like back a few blocks? Take it and move it to like there? It's a very small piece. I overshot the flag! It was too good? This idea is just too good. Yeah, this, I know I did not need that at all. I mean, that works, but it's completely broken. Maybe we go to a tiny bit of flapping road. Oh, yes. We just gotta, like, tweak that. Maybe we just line up where it's gonna land instead. Here. That mostly lines up, I think. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. We've got it lined up now. Now let's make it not crap. This one beam stronger. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. New Heights Master Mode. The container trucks are now flatbed trucks. The budget is a bit higher, but Patrick's Polybox. Oh, we got a whole Patrick's Parabox joke going on here with trucks on trucks on trucks on trucks. Because what is a flatbed truck if not a vehicle to deliver other trucks, including flatbed trucks? 14 polygrams, 10, 7.3. 35 polygram load. So, we're just building a bridge. Scale across the bottom like this. Because I know that is the most cost-effective way to distribute a lot of weight. I didn't even crack 80... What? Oh, hold on. What is this about? Here I was thinking I was gonna first try this. But no. We have to deal with this? Unless, ooh, I could get something underneath this trailer. That's the right size for a piece of road. Kind of. Aha! I can stick a road in there. I'm not even gonna build, like, a bridge. I'm just gonna build, like, a thingy. Okay, they're moving. That's not great. Unless I build a mechanism that sits on top. Yeah, I didn't hold the weight of all that stuff, unfortunately. It's tipping it forwards. Oh, wait a second. I have a different idea. What if we just go uphill a little bit? Because we could have it just fall off the end and then just lucky bounce our way to a working solution. Yeah, the steel's actually doing not much. But we do have a lot more budget to play with by putting this on wood. Cool, yes, okay. That has to be steel, it seems. Yeah, just like I envisioned. Haphazardly just dump everything off the end. Alright, flying leaps, Master Mode. The budget is much higher, the dirt bikes have a bit more horsepower, there's a hydraulic phase, and you get better materials. But the roads are forced. Seems like the drone was carrying the hydraulic. Oh, what is this? Roads are forced. No, this is terrible. What? So a hydraulic phase goes, and this has to kind of just jank its way into a working solution. All right, place your bets. Do we go above 100 or 200 attempts on this level? The first thing I see is this piece here. At least get that part to stay like that. We have to do a piece here to get to spread out to all these parts. I think I want to preserve that shape, roughly. Kind of hold this in place. And I can't change how much that contracts by. Oh man, this is jank as all hell. Okay, so I'm thinking that needs to sag down, so I gotta avoid it. If I do something like that. That kind of has what I want. This needs to be a split joint. More weight here. It should just even out in the end, yeah? Let's try again from the beginning. This is just a stupidly big guiding rod. I like where this is going better. That might be okay. That's the best one I've had so far. Now, what if I don't make that like that and just have this be a weight? You're all one. How do I make that flatter without having it like fold on itself? It's like that's the game plan. Just make this section here a straight ramp that can hold its shape. I guess maybe. Oh, wow, that was just like. Alright, just tweak the angle of that. That's one. That's half of them. do I try to do some kind of thing? Where I make this thing stay flat or something? I cannot believe that random steal just magically worked. Like, it's angling too high. It's literally angling too high. If I get more time on the ramp, we should be fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. We turn a freaking wacko spam road into a completely straight line with just freaking guess and check. I want to slow that down. Cause it's just so beautiful. How it just, no extra pieces, clicks into place. That's so clean. That's amazing. All right, Skipper Master Mode. You get an extra $1,000, but a building collapsed during an earthquake. A balloon is inspecting collateral damage. Uh-huh. I assume we're just gonna drive in the blimp. Like, that should be a pretty good ramp. Well, I severely overestimated how much speed that guy had. You know, I'm starting to get the sense that we don't go over this. I don't think we have the speed for it. Yeah, we go down here. Okay, how does this fare? Very bad landing. We probably can shift this like that. Yep, and we probably can shrink that down to something like there. We're of a budget, but I think that should, oh, it almost clears it. Hopefully that's not gonna break. It does break. Okay, we're gonna save some budget over here. Like, we don't even need to go that high, we just need to, like, keep that speed. Oh, come on now. Nice. Alright. Risky business, Master Mode. The budget is much higher, the crane is taller, but Osh didn't like you going through the crane. Your rental service banned you from modifying your rented forklift. Tom Cruise has hitched a ride. What do you mean you can't go through the crane? There's plenty of gap to go between the crane beams for this thing. And Tom Cruise, yeah, you can just drive what, dude, just get off what I'm... Of course Tom Cruise goes second. I think something like that might be alright. Well, it all fell apart. Alright, can we just, like, make sure we push him into the flag? No. Okay. How do you expect me to keep Tom Cruise on the forklift on a box if I have to go down such a steep slope? What if we do something like that? Will that re-scoop him? I think the idea here is just we're just going to dump him down there and then pick him right back up again. Alright, we can get that to work, I think. Such a weird, bizarre bridge. Like, it almost does it. I don't care about the budget. We're gonna throw steel at this until we have a working solution, and then we're gonna pare it back. Well, at least you know the forklift can go up some pretty insanely steep slopes, so as long as we get him back on top... You know what? The box is a drivable surface. We can drive on the box. Oh my god, yes! Alright, Aerospace Infringement Master Mode. The engine is much better. You can use springs, but the monster truck wants to flex on the monster planes. Okay, so the car has better stats. And we're gonna go and infringe on everyone's airspace. Okay, he's quick. The spring, get rid of that. Yeah, that might actually work. No. Put a roof on it. Alright, squeezing was a great idea, just needs to make sure it fits. Make it work. I guess maybe another piece of road is probably just all it needs. Put your nose down. Put your nose down, put those front tires to work. There we go. That's how we do it. Alright, Crossing Streams Master Mode. You get no help, but just gonna borrow 1K. The DeLorean corrupted the level's data when going back to the future. What does that mean, corrupted the level's data? Okay. Yep. That's not the right world data at all. Cool. Okay. That ramp is... Both these ramps are in the wrong spot. Alright. Where are my... God, there's so many missing anchors. Let's start with this guy. You're not gonna fit through that gap. Of course. Get something like that going. Well, that was obviously not a big enough jump. Smashed everything to pieces. Why did that break all of a sudden? That's a little too much money, but we can probably pare that down from somewhere. Can we put that on the bottom? That's gonna be over the budget. Oh, that worked. Oh, okay. That worked. Nice. Power lines, master mode. The budge is much higher. You can use springs, but the hatchback is supposed to be checking the power line safety. What? Okay, I get it. We're checking the safety of the power lines by sending the car right in between them. Like this. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's not going to end well at all. It did not end well at all. Now that there's like a big truss structure, maybe now it'll be able to support this better. Wait, hold on, I'm an idiot. Only a little bit though. If it falls less distance, it's going to hurt less. There we go, that's better. That doesn't seem like it's gonna be great. Yep, nope, right through the bridge. I really hope that gets it to kind of land correctly. It just folded, completely pancaked itself. And that's become too heavy, it's gonna break everything. Oh, no? Hey, it worked! U-turn master mode. The budget is higher, but someone didn't check the date and set up a Chinese New Year decoration. Uh-huh. 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 It's a much bigger, thing to avoid now, huh? That's quite the loop around. Like, basically perfectly. I mean, it eats so much of my budget, but now we gotta do it cheaper. I hope that's cheaper. That should be enough, I suppose. At what point does it become a losing game of trying to build a thing to jump the entire building and just catch and stop him from overshooting the flag? We go back down to that. He drives on the building. We have to make some kind of just tower that it bumps into. Alright, that worked. We will just now make this cheaper, which I know I can do. And that piece is kind of stressed. Yeah, it needs less ramp. Probably a lot less ramp, actually. That's under budget. Let's just hope it works. There it is. Arch Support Master Mode. The budget is a bit higher. You can use cable. The build zone is wider, but... So the architects may have accidentally miscalculated the gap between the buildings. Oh. So my thought is, if I build this thing up high enough, I can dangle a weight to where it should self-stabilize. This is gonna be very heavy. It's stable, but ungodly expensive. Although I probably could make that rope, or even back down to wood, honestly. Like, look at that, it's so close to working. I need to keep this slope. It's gonna be lower. We'll try that. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Was it going downhill too fast? This is a too steep of a transition. Alright, it works. It's now just expensive as all hell. Where can I shave budget on this? That is more expensive. Was this anything useful, or can I just put this back? Okay, yeah, that'll work. Where do I shave next? Would it be better to lower this middle bit down? Probably, which means I probably want to aim for that point there. Okay, so the balance is not back on this side again, or it's just moving a lot. Can I put this as a rope? Nope, it has to be a cable. Honestly, probably should just keep this angle. Like, the lower I go, the cheaper it is, which is for the better. And this side's a completely different angle, isn't it? Yep, it is. You've got to be kidding me with this stuff sometimes. Okay, so needs more weight on the left and like $200 shaved. That should add some weight, but this is no longer actually being used for strength in the middle, so I'm going to make that wood, and that was it. There we go. Layers master mode. The budget is higher, you get cable and springs, but the pickup lost its engine. The mayor wanted a highway instead of housing. Ah, classic. The pickup lost more than just an engine, it's just hanging in the void. So this guy has no stats. He's just a dead weight. The intended way may have been to push this guy up a hill and have him roll down into A1 while the bus goes to A2. I think if this guy has no stats, then he will roll backwards as well as he does forwards. I will push him off the edge, trapdoor, flip backwards, he'll roll back and get the flag. It'll be one bridge and it'll be easy as hell. Collides with cars, collides with everything. This is like... Alright, so we're not going to do any of that. This is the worst arch I've ever constructed. I don't know why I tried to save budget like that. We have like a lot of budget. Light stress in those corners. Of course, that changes everything. I should have known. Okay, all according to plan. Now we just have it roll this way, trapdoor, roll back. I want to claim that's what I intended to have happen, but that is not what I intended to have happen. I think it's because this is not tied down. Yeah, that's why it was doing that. I know the other way is cheaper, but coolness factor is better. Alright, this should now work the way I intended it to work. Goodbye! That's so lame! It's so lame. Yes, that is what I wanted to achieve. We can all agree, that looks cool. Tower Bridge Master Mode. You can use springs, but Caravan Crash Course. How fast are they? Oh, okay, not fast at all. This is going to be very interesting. Now, will this just nicely work, or is it going to just smash to a million pieces? Why am I trying to do this with a ramp like that? I can just have him drive. We're gonna just go with the tried and true method I have for Crash Course that I have solved so many times. Probably needs more supports. That's the idea, but, like, better. Really? You're stuck? Yeah, that's kind of like just moving a whole bunch because of the rope. Because these are probably not the same, and they should be the same. Yeah, it's bouncing a lot is what it's doing. If it pulls it less and wasn't going over center, it'll still be like, its weight will still be kind of fighting it. Because if it's still biased towards one side, then it should, like, you know, not be like that. See? Alright, near miss master mode. The budget is much higher, you have more roads, you can use springs, there are more anchors, but Return of the Fellowship. Oh. Yeah, that's Fellowship of the Jump, all right. That's a throwback. That's a real far throwback. Say hello to Polybridge 1, like, what is that, like World 6? This is gonna be fun. Like, that guy's gonna shoot over and hit there. That guy's gonna shoot up, and hopefully, I think that'll make an undershoot. And this guy is gonna hopefully just, like, kind of fall down. We'll see. Up a little bit higher, which means this guy needs to have a much longer run up. Okay, so that white car, perfect jump. That blue car needs a little bit more of a run up, and then I think it's basically good. Okay, so the yellow biker did not make it to where he needed to go. He needs a much steeper initial jump. Okay. Now we're going to basically just delete all of the support structure and rebuild it actually cleanly, because we now have the roads where we want them. Question is, will this actually survive? No, that over there broke. That should take the stress out from that member. I might be able to make that biker do a better jump. Yeah, like that. Last one? No, that was the last one. Oh, what a classic. End on Fellowship. With the completion of this world, Lava Lagoon is next, and I'll be streaming it. If you missed the stream, the VOD will be up on my second channel, Lazier Comment. Why not subscribe? With my spotty upload schedule, it's probably the best way you can know when I upload. But this is where we part ways. You've been watching the Lazy Comment, and I hope you'll keep me in your orbit.